North Korean army units being replenished after assaults in Kursk region. Ukrainian drones destroy Russian ammo depot in Donetsk region. And how Ukraine manufactures around 100 Peklo-Hel missiles. That is news next. The security service of Ukraine destroyed Russian artillery and mortar depots in the temporarily occupied part of the Donetsk region as part of a special operation, according to sources. The security services' drones hit artillery and mortar depots near the village of Markine in the temporarily occupied territory of the Donetsk region. There were thousands of ammunition for armored personnel carriers, tanks, anti-tank, guided missiles, mines, grenades, and millions of rounds of ammunition of various calibers. According to the sources, explosions rocked the Russian facility all night long. The ammunition depot as well as the fuel depot located nearby were destroyed. Ukraine's new Peklo-Hel cruise missiles have gone into production. Around 100 missiles have been manufactured over the past 3 months. Reported by Ekonomichna Pravda, Hell for the Russians, how Ukraine was creating a super drone and ended up with the cruise missiles. About details, Ekonomichna Pravda reported that Peklo missiles went into production as soon as the designs were approved and codified. The same units of the Ukrainian armed forces that operate long-range attack drones are entering into contracts for the purchase of these missiles. Over the past 3 months, the company has produced around 100 missiles and is now increasing its production capacity. The exact price of a Peklo missile cannot be disclosed, but it is less than the cost of the Ukrainian Lutey fierce kamikaze drone. According to the manufacturer, 70% of the missile's components are domestically manufactured by private and state-owned firms. There are many bottlenecks in mass production and they are being addressed by substituting interchangeable components. This means the missile will be able to run on different engines depending on their availability on the market. North Korean army stormed the positions of the Ukrainian armed forces in the Kursk region. Due to the losses, they are being replenished with fresh personnel, according to the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine. On December 14th and 15th, 2024, in the areas of the villages of Plechova, Vorozhba and Martinovka in the Kursk region of Russia, North Korean army units suffered significant losses. At least 30 soldiers were killed and wounded. Also, according to the Defense Intelligence of Ukraine, at least 3 North Korean soldiers went missing near the village of Kurilovka.
In connection with the losses, the assault groups are being replenished with fresh personnel, in particular from the 94th Separate Brigade of the DPRK Army, to continue active hostilities in the Kursk region.
President Volodymyr Zelensky has described the situation in Kurachovo-Donetsk region as difficult and emphasized the need for strength on the Kursk front to achieve the right results in diplomacy, reported by Volodymyr Zelensky.
And of course, today I received a report from Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky on the situation at the front and in the areas of the Kursk operation. The situation remains difficult in the Pokrovsk sector and in Kharkov. I am grateful to all the units that are killing the occupiers there. I would also like to express particular gratitude to our warriors in the Kursk region. We need strength there to achieve the right outcomes for Ukraine and Ukrainians in diplomacy.
Zelensky highlighted that Ukraine requires a reliable and guaranteed peace. President concluded, "We will undoubtedly achieve our objectives." On December 10th, Russian propagandists claimed a successful breakthrough across the Ukrainian border in the Sumy region and even the capture of a border village. Special Operation Forces of Ukraine disproved Russian claims. Russia's Sabotage and Reconnaissance Group, CRG, tried to cross the border of Ukraine but was detected in time by the Special Operations Forces of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Owing to the professional work of drones and careful tracking of the group's route, the Ukrainian military inflicted significant losses on the Russian saboteurs. The surviving troops were reportedly forced to flee to the Russian side of the border, but the SOF operators caught up with them and eliminated them, the Ukrainian military said. After negotiations with the new Syrian leadership, Russia withdrew at least 400 soldiers from the Damascus region. A representative of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham said that negotiations are underway to evacuate more soldiers across Syria, reported by Financial Times.
Russia has evacuated at least 400 soldiers from the Damascus region in recent days, in coordination with the main rebel faction that toppled Bashar al-Assad's regime, an official from the group said.
According to Kamal Lababidi, a member of the political bureau of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham, Russian soldiers had been stationed at the headquarters of the 4th Division of the Syrian army in Qadsiya, a suburb of the capital. Russian soldiers stationed at the embassy in Damascus also left Syria over the past week. According to Lababidi, negotiations are underway to evacuate more soldiers across the country. The future of the Russian presence in Syria is unclear, the Financial Times reported. Moscow has provided troops to support Assad, but the withdrawal from Damascus is a sign that it is winding down its presence in Syria. This week, Lababidi said Russian military envoys met with representatives of Hayat Tahrir al-Sham to negotiate the safe passage of the convoy. He said that the Russians came by, but only for coordination for the retreat of bases. He also said that the Russians left Damascus in a convoy by land to Moscow's Khmeimim air base in northwestern Syria. From there, planes took the soldiers back to Russia. A video provided by the Financial Times shows a convoy of around 100 pieces of military equipment, including armored vehicles, tractors, fuel tankers, mobile medical units, and others, leaving the Damascus area. While there are no plans to close the Russian embassy in Syria, Lababidi said a Russian official had informed him of a reduction in diplomatic activity. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Like and